So I'm having a chat with First Time Flyers. How are you all?
Very good,
Hello.
Jim. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. And we've been playing a new single of yours called Out of Your Mind. Tell us a bit about the single.
Who wants it?
You go on,
Go
Poppy.
on, Pops.
Well, it's quite self-explanatory. It's called Out of Your Mind. We wrote this song in Norfolk all together last year, and it's essentially a response song to our last single, Jump. You know, Jump's all about jumping straight into something and falling in love, kind of head first, heart first. And Out of Your Mind comes from the perspective of maybe some friends or some close ones who kind of give you a bit of a love intervention when you're maybe making some hasty, bad decisions in love, which is none of us for. Don't know where that came from.
And you've got a couple of singles out there that we've been playing, this one and Jump, as you've mentioned. Are we now gearing up to even more new music on the way?
For sure, yeah. 2025 is looking very exciting with regards to new music and just getting out there as much as we can and playing them to as many people as we can gather in a room, quite honestly. So yeah, plenty of songs to be released, thankfully. We've got a right old backlog of stuff that we've been working on for literally years now. So it's yeah, it's nice to be finally getting it all out in the open.
Yeah, I can well imagine. Is an EP or an album on the cards? Is that the plan?
That would be telling.
I think that's what he wants to know. Yeah, we really want to put out a body of work as soon as we can, really. Sort of, I think because we were before we even announced that we were a band, 2 years ago, we'd sort of done so much stuff behind the scenes that we essentially had an album ready to go before we even launched. Obviously things have changed since then. We've written so much more music and constantly changing as to what we want to put out and what is right for where we're at currently as a band and stuff. So there's certainly a massive body of work there to be put out. We just need to
We're bound to
decide on
break an
the
album out
we
at
we
some point.
surely you'd think so.
And the sound you guys have, is that the sound you want to continue with going forward, or is there more scope of things that you want to try to see if work for yourselves?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think we're on. We feel like we're on a really consistent kind of soundscape, effectively. I definitely think we've got more width to come in terms of that kind of stuff. We'd like to. I'm sure we'd like to put out maybe a few more ballads and in the future and that kind of thing. But yeah, we've got some really serious material coming, and we've got some really fun stuff in the pipeline. So it's the sky's the limit, really.
Yeah, I can
I
well
think
imagine.
the beauty is we do we do gigs either as full band with like other musicians added and stuff, but we also do the more intimate, just the four of us for gigs and stuff. And I think we want to try and reflect that in the music we put out as well. So if there's stuff that is not folky, but it's that sort of slightly more acoustic vibe, if we can put out something that resonates with an audience in that style, then I think everyone seems to know all the parts of us, I guess, as a band, the fun stuff and the more serious. And I think if we can do that, then I think we'll be happy for sure.
Yeah, nice. We'll talk about touring in a little bit because I want to talk about writing first of all. So for you guys, how do tracks normally start off?
Oh, different.
Voice
It's
notes.
different every time.
Voice notes.
Yeah.
Notes, ideas kind of humming on buses, and then bringing ideas to the table and everyone kind of jumping on them and getting in either this writing room or with a co-writer or in Norfolk where we kind of take ourselves away for a couple of days, and all kind of comes from life experience and conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, and when it comes, yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, I think the beauty of being friends as well is that we have these like really honest conversations anyway, whether we were writing a song or just generally chatting, it all comes out in some way anyway. And if we can turn it into a song, then even better. But as Poppy said, we like to take ourselves away sometimes and just solely focus on writing as much as we can during that time and sort of see what sticks really. You come away and go, we wrote 7 in a few days. Let's see which ones really resonate and which ones we want to take forward. And we try and do that quite a few times a year. So it's, as I say, there's a lot of material there.
Yeah, and what about the lyrics as well? How easy do you find it to create the lyrics to the music? Because I know a lot of musicians find it quite difficult at times.
Easier than others, isn't it, Pops?
Poppy is the lyric queen. So like we will finish a song and that will be draft one. because like for days and weeks, Poppy will be coming back with, I've been thinking about this one line and there's a better way to say it. So we're always like just evolving our final songs.
Yeah.
Because Poppy's so good at lyrics.
Thanks, guys. I think what's really fun is that where everyone has different skills and we work so well as a team, half the time what makes it easier, like you said, some people maybe struggle to get the lyrics to the melody, is Tim's often mocking up kind of the production as we go, which makes it really easy to like sing along to, and you know, Jake's noodling and we're all just like coming up with harmonies as we go, so we can really quickly kind of get a grasp of how it's going to sound. And like Tim said, we're all friends, so nothing's off the table when it comes to speaking out loud what you think. So there's no limit or ceiling when it comes to lyrics, which is really fun.
Yeah, nice. And you touched on some touring, and you've got some dates coming up end of February into March. I bet you can't wait to be doing some shows here in the UK.
Cannot wait.
So excited.
We're very excited.
It's
yeah.
essentially part 2 to the tour that we sort of started back in September. So it feels quite a way, a long time ago now, but it's going to be great to hit some new cities as well, and go back to some venues that we've maybe played before, but supporting other people. But now, you know, to go back and headline and even sell out those gigs is a massive achievement that we're really proud of. And it's just going to be great to meet, you know, even more people and, you know, meet them after the gigs and stuff at the merch desk and chat to them and stuff. We love the whole experience of it. So we are very excited and about to embark on some serious weeks of rehearsals and, you know, tour prep and stuff. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, I can imagine. And there's just 6 dates in the diary at the moment. Are you hoping to get some more dates released soon?
We would love to do more. You know, we love touring and playing live and going out to see people. And yeah, so hopefully, but at the moment, those are the dates that we're looking at for this tour, which I think, you know, with the last half of the tour kind of makes it a really nice long run of visiting people across the UK.
Yeah.
And then festivals, obviously, festival season. We've got a few announced so far, but plenty more to come as well. So there'll be, we're trying to hit as many areas of the UK as possible, one way or another.
Yeah, I'm sure. Are you hoping to go overseas as well, into Europe, maybe to the States at some point?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We would love
I think
to.
he loves flying, so
Big fan of flying, this one, yeah.
It's really ironic considering we're called first time flyers, but I absolutely hate flying. But hey, I'd do it for you lot.
Yeah, Europe and America would be amazing. We're sort of, you know, always on the lookout for opportunities and stuff to be able to do that. So we'll see what the rest of the year brings, but we're definitely on the lookout.
Nice. Guys, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
You too. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.